All right, Roger Martin here for Billings, Montana, and we're going to watch and edit two of the videos on my watch party on Facebook. Here goes.
Put them all into the Windows mail system. Real simple.
All right, sorry I didn't catch this at the beginning, but we talked about taking all the Google email addresses and using Windows Mail and putting them into one system so you can calendar it and have all your emails out in one spot. That's how I started this video, but we're going to actually talk about how important Bitcoin is going to be, Ethereum, and other digital-based currencies in the future, because data is going to become our new currency and replace the current fiat system we have now.
You log into that, hook it up to the account, and that means your calendars for both my domains, my religious calendar that's hooked up to Gmail, and my cloud token emails and the list are all connected into one system. So it simplifies everything, puts everything into different color coordinations and into one calendar. So I recommend anybody, if they want to simplify different systems that they've got going on, into one simple program, and to use, if you use Gmail, to hook those into the Windows mail system and connect that into one simple system. It'll simplify different events and different things, meetings, and you'll see what you've got going on in those different systems, especially if it's a domain-specific business or a list-building business or whatever you have connected up with Gmail. I've got a religious community church with one, and I've got a local business account too. So the idea is to simplify all these calendars, all this planning into one simple system, and to look at stuff and to simplify it. This spring and summer, when I get out more, we're going to talk to more businessmen about Cloud Token and introduce them to what's going on. Hopefully, this winter and spring, the digital business with Bitcoin will increase as far as profits and what's going on, and people will see that it's growing again and moving, and it will be a good introduction into Cloud Token and using their wallet and using their systems. I think many business people are not looking at what's going on in the digital markets, digital currencies. Appreciate Carl's for his video was it yesterday or the day before about the Royal Bank of Canada getting into the digital currencies and probably into the exchange systems too. So this means that if you're progressive and you understand where the current trends are going and where the money's going, if you're doing a Forex exchange and it's like Carl said, there's $1 trillion being done in a single day, that's a lot of money. And if you look at the digital currencies and they're doing billions of dollars a day, anywhere from around $20 billion a day are being moved in those exchanges, that's a lot of money. And it's not going away. The regulation is now pretty much done where it needs to go. There'll be some minor changes made yet. The big boys have moved into the digital currencies. I'd have to go back and look at all the major banks, and major investment programs are now being offered and adding digital currencies and digital systems to it, whether it be Ethereum, Bitcoin, whatever. So if these major investment companies and major banks and investment companies are getting into it, you can bet they know, and they've done enough research, that there's a lot of money to be made, and they're going to start challenging these exchanges for the money being made there. You're going to be able to take and do things online with these banks and the exchanges and services they offer. So either they're going to move ahead and join where the trends in the markets are going, or they're going to be left behind. It's that simple.
Now we're talking about uh, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Litecoin, other digital currencies currently now in the market, and Cloud Token as well. You can make 6 to 12% on Cloud Token. Uh, Carl was making close to 9,000. The other guy that was started out around 15,000 2 months ago is probably somewhere around 17,000 or more a month, because they built up groups and they pay for groups coming in and to help market and put money into these systems. You get 100% on your first level, 50% on your second level, and that's a massive amount of money if you're a marketer, especially if you've already been into digital trading and investments. Uh, People are going to get into passive incomes like never before, and they'll get to choose what they want to do with their vocation or their life or their resources.
And I think those that are seeing the picture, the big picture, and where the trends are going to jump in. And those that have got their heads in the sand or just not thinking where things are moving, they're going to be left behind. And who knows how long this transition is going to take, but it's already started uh, in some major markets. Uh, who wants to invest in the stock market when you can make 2 to 3% a day, or when you can make 6 to 12% a month, um, and that's minimal. I believe that there are more aggressive people that are doing much more than that. I remember the guy in was one of the auto trading bots, and he documented where Bitcoin was from just under 20,000 its high, and it went down to about 3,000 in 6 months. So the market's moving down from 12,000 per coin to 3,000 per coin.
Excuse me, that was should have been around 20,000. The high was just under 20,000, and it went down to 3,000. Of course, he put 10,000 into that and made over, I think, over 109,000. He over 10x'd his income in 6 months, and he documented that.
In 6 to 7 months. And yet, with the trading bot that they had, they stuck 10,000 into the market with that trading bot, and they made over 70,000 with that $10,000. I think it was more close to, as I recall, 109,000. So they better than 10x their $10,000 investment, and they did what the bot told it to do. But that's not as aggressive as it is, and that was what 2 or 3 years ago. So I think 2 years ago. Now the bots are so well done with artificial intelligence that you don't even have to tell them what to do. You just put it in the account, set it, and forget it. It's going to be done. And I'm sure the same thing is being done in the Forex market. I don't know much about that, but I do know there's a lot of money in that market. And I'm sure the wealthy people are just having people managers put that in there and let those bots work and just coming back and checking on it. Uh, you can't get any simpler investment system than that. You're not looking at charts. You're not looking at history. You're not learning the charts and the history and hoping and guessing that you're going to do it right. These bots are so quick that they're in actual time. And I remember when Ronald I took and actually did the exchanges in live time and videoed it and saw the stuff moving and making money in live time. So the period of doing trading with charts and historical stuff and guessing where the market is going, that's got to be replaced too. It's not going to be essential. It might give you a better understanding historically, but it's too slow for currently what's going on. I can barely look at one or two exchanges or three, let alone 30. And so the artificial intelligence and the speed at which these bots are trading is far superior to anything I could do with charts. That's like dinosaur thinking. So people that are really ahead of the curve understand that they're taking this money, putting it into accounts, letting these bots trade with artificial intelligence, and they're doing better than the individual could, getting a better return It's set. They're making money. The exchanges are making money. The people are making money. The people that are marketing these things are making money. But hardly no one, the news, hardly no one is talking about how this is going to change uh, people's lifestyles. Uh, they're going to be able to choose whether or not they want to even work at a job, a 9 to 5 job, or if they're just going to invest and do what they want. And you can bet the corporations are going to have to get on board with this stuff and do things because they're losing out on some of their best people getting into these investments, their management and other people. And their labor force is going to shrink. Their management's going to shrink. So they're going to have to get sharper at what they're doing and offer more as a corporation if they're going to compete in the market. And if they're not, others that are going to compete are going to leave them behind as far as investments goes, as far as what they offer employees. Some are going to be so scared that they're not even going to get into it and not even mention it. They'll let management get into it, but they're not going to tell their employees because they're already short on the workforce. But these divisions are already starting and either get ahead of the curve or get left behind in the dust. It's that simple. Well, I've been on here about 10 minutes. Um, Carl can also testify to these things. He's got some great videos, and we're going to go on. Now, not just to summarize, I started with conserving emails with Gmail and hooking them to Windows Mail and calendaring, if I could speak, putting all the calendar events into one system, color coding them, and getting them into one system and simplifying it. And we transitioned into cloud token and what's happening in the markets, the financial markets, as far as we can see and tell. And the experts are saying that these are going to change the way that we do business, the way we invest, the way that we deal with fiat currency. And Carl has said that it is going to, these digital currencies are going to replace fiat currency. So the whole financial market system is being upended into these digital currencies and digital trading devices and systems because they're more powerful, they're more international, and they're making money a lot better than the stock market, definitely better than what the banks offer you, definitely better than what most investment 401k programs or other investment systems are offering.
Now you got to remember that this trend has been growing and increasing in its technical expertise, increasing in its artificial intelligence, increasing in the investors that are putting money into it. And this trend is not shrinking, it's growing. It's growing. And we're looking at less than 10 years, 10, 11 years. They're into fourth generation software, and they increase the artificial intelligence and the profits made by these bots, these artificial intelligence trading bots. All this is happening and more. And you're seeing different services with utility tokens. They don't want to call a cloud token to a utility token, but that's originally what they call it. They're coming out with SIM cards they're using with this stuff, unlimited data. They're getting into other data sources, and that's going to be money. They're getting into hotels. They're getting into credit cards that don't even have any numbers on the card or any names. They're getting into a lot of different systems and loans and other things as well. Uh, Getting into be able to communicate with your groups on Cloud Token Chat. These are just examples of some of the services, some of the data, some of the ways that they're making money with Cloud Token. And you got to realize that they've just come out with this stuff 5, 6 months ago, going on 7 months. This is life-changing data. Data is going to be the new digital currency in the world. There's no two ways about it.
So the investment people have regulated this in the last year or so, in 2017 and 2018. And the big boys have come in in 2019 here, and they know where it's headed. Artificial intelligence software and trading bots are going to replace historical charts and patterns. It's going to be a dinosaur, dead. You're going to be able to put things into the wallet and program, and artificial trading software, Jarvis in case with Cloud Token. But these artificial intelligence trading bots are going everywhere. You can bet that the major financial institutions have them. They're offering them to their better clients. You can bet that they're putting money into the accounts, letting it trade, and making great money on their return. And there's different levels of this too. The other company that I mentioned that had a trading bot, it would tell you what to do and you would do it, but that step's eliminated too. You can just set it and forget it. You don't have to tell it what to do. It knows what to do. That's what the artificial intelligence part of this is.
All right, so here we go again. There's so much more to this. So much more to this. You've got to understand what's going on and do your homework. There's no substitute for research and homework on this. You've got to educate yourself if you're going to find out what's going on in the financial markets to use these systems that are currently available. There's no two ways about that. Major job with Cloud Token is going to be introducing this to other people.
It knows what to do. So the problem or the challenge for us as individuals that are in Cloud Token is to educate individuals, business people, other people that make decisions. We don't want to mess with people that don't want to make decisions. Get associated with business people, small business people. A lot of small business people are struggling against the major box stores in the United States. I assume it's the same in Canada. These decision makers don't want to lose their business or their money or their income potential or income streams or their employees. So they got a choice. Are they going to learn what to do and to shift with the market so they can use artificial intelligence and trading systems and these digital currencies and data? And with Cloud Token, the data has become a money, has become a token. And now Ronald I has talked about how they're going to get into digital databases, and it's going to be money. It's already money and value, but now it's going to be turned into a token, and you're going to have ways to make money with that data. You're going to be getting into companies that want to get into these systems and use their data for various services, whether it's calling a group or working with a group, whether it's investing in a SIM card and using it for a cell phone. There's many ways that this data is going to be the modern future currency. And we're just starting to see this happen. There was indications for years that this is where it was going, but we didn't have the systems to do that. And this is what Bitcoin started. And it went to Ethereum, and it started there and increased. And now it's increased in the third and fourth generations. And now these aggressive financial institutions know that data is the modern future currency, that they're going to turn these into tokens and digital currencies, and it's going to be an asset, a financial asset. If you can wrap your head around that and get your head out of your butt or the sand and understand that's where it's going, you're going to understand a wave of the future, a trend of the future that has trillions, maybe quadrillions in value, more than trillions in value, because the massive amount of data in there, whether it's a list, whether it's a database for phone calls, whether it's legal forms, whether it's whatever, medical records, all this has a financial value, a marketing value, record-keeping value, a currency value. So this data is going to be turned into a digital currency of the future, and it's already starting. Uh, these institutions, aggressive institutions, know this. That's why they got the regulation done in the last couple of years. That's why they're putting trillions into forex trades and billions into these digital currency trades. Is because digital databases, digital information is the new financial base. Forget about gold, forget about silver, forget about fiat currency, paper money. The data is where the value in the currency is. And this is what Bitcoin opened up, and hardly no one talked about it, but the progressive people saw it coming, and it's here. It's here today, and it's going to accelerate from here on out. We're at the fourth level of this stuff, and the speed at which they're doing things, the safety at which they're doing things, the accuracy at which they're doing things is accelerating. And the new future money, financial base for money, is not the fiat currency, isn't gold, isn't silver. It's data. Wrap your head around that and you'll understand that this is where things are going. Jump in now, get ahead of the curve, not behind it, and you're going to be making millions in the future in the next 2 or 3 or 4 years, if not billions. This is big. This is big, bigger than most people know or understand and wrap their heads around. I'm going to end it here. Thanks for being on, Carl. I'll be to work Wednesday and Thursday. But my goal this year is pure and simple. It's to get out there, get the cloud token business going, talk with the decision makers who have the money and the desire to look at something bigger than just their small business or what they're investing in, and get a hold of them, work with other groups, and get them going into the new trend of the future, which is data-based in a coin utility system, whether it be Ethereum, whether it be cloud token. This is where it's going. And the services now that they can offer, both for merchants, for moving money, for moving data, for storing data, for securing data, is wide open. And the big boys know it. And those that have the engineering skills and the technical skills to secure it and to make money with it are gonna be making money hand over fist. And I mean, it's gonna be big. We're talking trillions of dollars here in data, value and assets, be turned into token-based database, tokens and money. So the future's not in fiat currencies, gold or silver, or these other investment vehicles, stocks and bonds. It's in acquiring these data assets and digital assets that are connected to them. If you understand what I'm telling you here, this is massive. I'm going to end it here, and we'll go from here. We'll probably do a watch on this after I make this, and we'll probably get some time planned this evening to do this and see if we can get some other people that I know invited to this. We'll have to set a time for that. And since I'm on Mountain Standard Time, it'll probably be around 7 o'clock. I'm going to just say it 7 o'clock. So I'm going to do a window party. What's it called? A watch party at 7 p.m. tonight, and see if we can invite people here, show them this, talk about this, because this is the wave of the future. This is the digital financial database, financial assets of the future. And this is bigger than I can talk about in 20 minutes. Good evening. Thanks, Carl. And we'll catch you guys later this evening. Hopefully at 7 p.m. we'll get the watch party going and get this going as well. Good day. Till then, catch you later. Bye. Well, I'm going to cancel this. Let me go back here, Carl. One more thing. I'm going to put your video on here as a second witness to this information, I've got to go back to Facebook and grab it on your site. There'll be a second witness for this things, and that's good, because people need to understand where this is going and why. And it's so important, so important. Let me get the live presentation.
Now I put that second link, Carl's video, on there on Facebook Live on the watch party. We'll play that tonight, so be sure you set aside some time. This will be about probably close to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour presentation. It's important to understand and set aside that time and turn off the distractions and really focus on what we're saying, because this is a major trend that's not going away. Again, you need to get into this now and not put it off. Learn about it, do your due diligence, get your education, get the money set aside, and get into it now.
You did, and I think it's this one right here. We copy that address and stick it in here. So it's about Bitcoin being at 7,000 and going higher than that, and going to grow this coming year, maybe to 20,000 before the end of 2020 is over. Wouldn't surprise me. But this is Carl's live presentation. That'll give people an understanding of more of what I'm talking about, and a second witness on this, and we'll go from there. So we're going to have a watch party here. I can get this stuff done right. A watch party at 7 p.m. At 7 p.m. tonight, Mountain Standard Time, and we will talk more about the future of data, digital currencies, and digital markets, financial markets. So I'm going to let it go at that. It's bigger. This is a multi-trillion-dollar business, and it's going to replace fiat currencies. I'm going to leave it at that. Leave it out there and see what we can do tonight at 7 p.m.
Now also, I'm recording off of the watch party, and Carl's video is coming up next, and I'll make some comments on it too.
Thanks. Catch you later. Bye.
Morning. I just wanted to jump on here this morning just to talk about Bitcoin right now. And Bitcoin's at its lowest it's been in, well, probably about a year now, I would say, maybe even a little bit more. And the thing is that there's no better time right now than to buy Bitcoin. You should be.
This is Carl. This is his video on Bitcoin and where it's at, and how people are getting into investing, and as a secondary income. And this is going to not only change lives and lifestyles, but what's going to do with what they have. So it's important to consider what Carl's talking about here, connection with what I talked about in the first video.
Not only buying it, but you should be putting it to use, making you even more money. And that's what I'm going to talk about right now. I'm in two different projects right now that I'm putting my Bitcoin to work, making me money. So in other words, it's making me money passively. So I don't have to work for my money. Most people today are working really, really hard for their money. I don't have to do that anymore. I did that for, 30 plus years. And you know what? It was a struggle. And I know some of you out there are struggling with it too. The thing is that what everybody is starting to evolve to is more passive income than anything else. Okay. Now, what I'm talking about here is putting your money to work for you. In other words, taking your Bitcoin, putting it into a wallet that does arbitrage, that creates you some kind of a percentage. Now, one of my projects does 6 to 8% a month with the Bitcoin that I have in it. And then another one does actually 1 to 2% a day. Two different markets. One is in completely in the crypto market, and the other one is funding with Bitcoin in the Forex market, but it pays out in crypto, in Bitcoin. So big difference in all of these. There's no trading that you have to do on your own. It's all done for you. Professional traders, we've gone in, we've done our research and met with all the owners of both programs. So we know that they're on the up and up. And it's really hard to find those kind of programs today, especially in a passive sense. There's lots of programs out there where you can, either do your own mining or do your own trading. And then there's, of course, the traditional MLM, where you go out and you're selling products and services, whatever that might be, education, health and nutrition, travel, whatever it is. Okay? But that requires work on your part. Okay? So most people today just can't do it. They're not cut out for it. They're not cut out to be salespeople. Even though everybody is a salesperson of some.
What Carl's talking about here is going into passive income in an investment form of way. Most people are not salespeople. A small percentage of people are salespeople, professional salespeople. The rest are not cut out to be salesmen. People. That's just a mindset. That's just the way it is historically. But to get into investments, passive incomes, and to replace your current income with that passive income, that's life changing. Takes a little time, takes a little training, takes a little money, but over time it is life changing because it's going to replace what you currently do. It will free your time and your money to do things that you really want to do. Think about that, how powerful that is, how life changing that is.
Some sort, they're just not cut out for it. They've already told themselves, I can't do it. So for those people, the passive way is the best way for you to go and make money online. And just in the last 9 months with my first the program I'm in, the one called Cloud 2.0, I went from zero. In fact, I borrowed the money to join that business. I went from zero back in April 30th, to now closing in on $9,000 a month. Okay, so that's done through passive. Plus, I'm sharing it, so there is additional rewards if you share it. Okay, I share everything that I get into. I don't just sit back and not share it. Okay, because I believe that I can share this with enough people and impact enough lives. And when I do that, I get rewarded for it. Okay, the second business I've been in now just about 35 days now, created about $1,250, closing on $1,300 just in the first month in there. I was just getting my feet wet in there, and now I'm really starting to go out and heavily promote this one here. And that one it's incredible. Not only are you making 1% to 2% every day, and that's 5 days a week because it does it in the Forex market. So Forex only trades Monday to Friday. Okay, but it has a incredible, bonus. I'll call it bonuses. Okay, it's got different sign-up bonuses and that you can get when you register other affiliates with you in that program. And literally, it pays probably about 3 to 4 times as much as what my Cloud 2 business does, although Cloud 2 will pay me an unlimited amount of income over time, where the second one actually has a restricted amount. I mean, the most you can make is $28,000 a month plus bonuses. I don't know if that's, if that's good enough for you. Hey, there it is. The other one is unlimited. I know people making over $1 million a month in cloud.
All right, so there are two different financial vehicles. One is in the Forex, Monday through Friday. One is the Cloud Token. It's paid daily. It's less aggressive than the Forex, but it has unlimited potential. It has 100% matching bonuses on the first level. This is Cloud Token. 50% matching bonus on the second level, and 5% on 3 through 21 levels. Now, a lot of people are making a lot of money. Cloud Token has made over 8 millionaires in 6 months, 6 months. I don't know how many it's up to now, but he started out at less than 7,000 a month, and he's now up to 9,000 a month in 5 months. Can't beat that. And he's growing, and he's invested into Forex with it as well. So now he's got 2 income streams coming in from this one income stream.
Okay. But the point I'm making here is this. Look, Bitcoin is at a price right now that you're probably not going to see again. In fact, I think, along with a lot of other analysts and that out there, believe that Bitcoin will probably hit 12 to 15,000 before the end of the year. And then, of course, the bull run all the way up to May next year when the split happens. Okay? I mean, we're going to see some significant growth in Bitcoin. So don't think it's diving. Don't think it's going to drop. It might drop a little bit more right now. It might go down to maybe 6,500, but it will double, maybe even triple that as it goes into the new year. At least that's what I believe. When I look at the charts from the past history of what it's done, it's looking like it's going to do exactly that. You can take the charts, put it over top of this, and it's going to do exactly what the charts are showing. That's one thing about crypto is that the chart, it follows the charts. I mean, Forex does that too, but there's more consistency right now in crypto that I see than in Forex. I don't trade either or anymore. I do a little bit maybe in crypto. I don't do any in Forex. I tried it. I'm not very good at it. So I let the professionals do that for me. And, I'm making anywhere from 1% to 2%, sometimes 3% a day. Right now I'm averaging around $65 to $70 a week. On my $700 I'm having trading in there right now. So that's like $280 a month trading on $700. That's a pretty damn good return. And the reason they can do that is, well, first of all, it's a Forex market. It's a $1 trillion a day market. Okay, where crypto is only $1 billion a day market. Big difference. But they have reserve pools just like we do in cloud. And the reserve pools.
Now, there are similarities between the two, but the big boys have been in Forex for a long time. And this is a purely money market where they use different currencies and the movement in those different currencies to make money. But in cloud token, that's a digital currency, and they have services that they offer, and people get into this, and the bots trade in that digital realm and make money. It's that simple. I mean, there's more to it than that, but it's that simple as far as the difference.
Are really important because that allows them to be fairly consistent with the 1 to 2 day percentage. So look, here's what I'm telling you. If you're not doing a passive income with your crypto, you need to. If you're not into crypto, you need to get into it because in the next 2 years, you're going to be forced into it whether you like it or not, because it will become the primary way of currency. Okay.
Now, I don't know if it's going to take more than 2 years. It doesn't really matter. Here's what matters. It's a major shift in financial and data systems and money. I told you in the first video that we are looking at data as a value. I don't care if it's medical records, legal records. I don't care if it's individuals that you're calling or marketing to. Whatever data you have is going to go into some type of digital token or currency. And there's going to have a connection with that data. And the same with services and utility services that are in some digital tokens now called utility tokens. It all has a monetary value. And it's going to relate to what the token is doing with that data, period. And we're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars, maybe quadrillions of dollars. It's so massive they don't even know where this is going to end, or even if there is any end in this.
Fiat currency will never go away, but it'll become a secondary currency. Okay? We're in a digital space. Digital money is what is going to be used. It's the easiest to use. It's the best to secure versus physical money. Okay? So if you're not there, you need to get there. Okay? I mean, don't listen to me. Ask all the others that are out there that are in this space. They'll tell you exactly what I'm telling you right now. Okay? If you want to ask a skeptic, go ask a skeptic and then ask them how much money they're actually making. They're not even making anything close to anybody in the crypto space. Not even close. Even Forex space for that matter. But we're in both and we're getting paid in crypto. I'm telling you, don't ignore this. You're going to be very, very disappointed if you do. I got a very powerful team. I have 0% loss in my team. In other words, I have 100% retention. Nobody.
Now, this is another important point that Carl points out. Zero loss retention. He had 10 to 50% retention when he was doing multi-level, and the rest they lost. But once you get into this and see that you're making money, why would you get out? Why would you get out? You wouldn't. It's passive income that you don't have to work at. It's just gonna work over time, and that's it. It's gonna make you money as long as you stay in it. It's gonna make you money. It's that powerful, that life-changing, that simple.
Has quit my business. First time ever in my 40 years of network marketing have I had 0 people quit my business. And 2 programs, 0 have quit my business. I'm actually in shock about that because I'm used to having a 10 to 15% retention, which is about average in the industry. I have 100% retention. It's crazy. So believe me, don't believe me, my numbers tell the truth. It's right there. I have nobody that have quit my business. And I'll tell you, anybody who's listening to this right now, if you're in my business, tell them you haven't quit my business. You're still in there. I can see Susan on here. I can see Anthony on here. Both of my business.
All right, so they're in his business. He has 0 loss. He has 100% retention. That is powerful. All right, we've had technical difficulties. I don't know what happened on my screen or on Facebook, but we lost Carl. I'll give you the source for both of these videos, and you can watch them full without any interruption. Mine's about 23.5 minutes long, and his is about 11 or 12 minutes long. It's Roger Martin from Billings, Montana, and this is 2 videos and a watch party off of Facebook. And we're going to save this in YouTube and post it on LinkedIn. And we hope to see some people on Facebook tonight at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll give you a link to that too. Good day.